All right, good morning, y'all. Got up early. Got to the stream about 7, and I just been hanging out drinking coffee. Just wanted to go ahead and get here, but it got down to 38 last night, so I'm hoping it'll warm up. I'm back in waders because of that. I don't like I've told you, like hiking, crossing all that, and going all through this. It is not fun in waders. But today, maybe tomorrow might be the last day that it's supposed to get down cold at night, and then it's supposed to be like, man, what a cool little, that's awesome. This area is just cool. I mean, I know the fish aren't the biggest and they're not known for having big fish, although there are some. It's just a cool area. Hopefully we find some more fish eating dries. I've got my 7.5 foot 3-weight fishing the same rod and rig that I was yesterday. It's my 7.5 foot Orvis Superfine carbon. I can throw dry droppers, throw dries. That's awesome. So I'm gonna start off with that this morning, just because looking at the water, it looked pretty shallow and calm. So I'm gonna go with, that's not too shallow. I might regret and want my 4-way later, but you know, you gotta pick something. So without knowing the stream, I went with my 7.5 foot 3-weight. Okay, so I went down the other stream, spent probably 30 minutes, just kind of looking down into the water. Didn't see any fish, and just that, I was already sweating. It's already getting hot. So I couldn't do it. I came back, changed out. I'm gonna wet wade. If I can make a bumper sticker, it would say I'd rather be wet wading. So that's what I'm doing right now. Change streams. That one just didn't, it was a little big, and I want something kind of like what I found at the end of the day yesterday. So I found this other little, I'll show you what I found. It's a little smaller. I kind of like that. I hadn't seen any fish. I hadn't even looked at it really. There was a guy walking when I got here, so I stopped and talked to him. He's super friendly. Didn't know anything about fishing though. So, but he said he has a buddy who fishes and just loves it out here. And we talked about just, you know, the setting and what it's like to be out here. So it was cool. I always enjoy running into people, but he was on his way, had some places to be. He had like a 4-mile walk he was trying to finish, and I'm trying to go fishing. Let's go do it. Okay, so I've been fishing here for about an hour. Just kind of walking at this point, seeing if I haven't even seen a fish. It looks great. I love the stain, but I haven't even spooked a fish out. Usually, the good thing about the driftless, you want to know if a stream has fish, just stand up on top of the bank and look down and start hiking. You'll spook fish. You'll see them. It ain't hard to figure out. And I've been doing this for the last 20 minutes. Just walking, seeing if I can see anything at all. Okay, so I've been here for about 2 hours. At some point in time during my research of other streams and other visits, I had bookmarked this access in the stream, and my notes actually said must fish, like catch and release, lots of browns. And I don't know, I think the study I read was like maybe 2000 or something, but I thought it was catch and release. Whatever I did, I had a lot of bad information because I didn't see a fish. At the end, I was just walking the edge of the bank, just looking down, just trying to see, and the water looks perfect. I mean, a little bit of stain, but the riffles and the structure and the twists and the turns and the deep holes, it just looked absolutely perfect. The first thing that threw me off when I got here, like I said, I thought I had this bookmarked as a catch and release stream. I know I think they changed the regulations depending on different surveys, and maybe this survey was done in like 2000. I didn't really go back and look at it. I just, you know, have a bunch of stuff. As I'm doing research, I just bookmark stuff, and then today I thought, you know what, probably won't be right here, and there wasn't. And I think there's a reason for that, but it's super weird because I thought for sure I got here and there's two streams, they met together, and I thought for sure it was gonna be perfect. But so like I said, I thought now it's 5 trout, right, less than 12 inches, but I don't know. I parked way up there. This confluence of these two streams is right here. I fished that one first, didn't see a trout. Fished this one, didn't see a trout. I don't know. That first stream, I thought for sure was gonna be. I mean, I don't know there are many like guaranteed like you're gonna catch fish, but I for sure thought this. Oh, there's a trout right there though. Son, maybe I'm in the wrong spot. That's so confusing. Maybe I went the wrong way. Maybe I'm supposed to walk back. I do not know, I just know that it's super confusing. So this is public hunting and fishing. I don't see anything that says catch and release though. What's this sign say? I try. Man, it's tempting. That's the only fish I've seen the whole time I've been here. I don't know. It's so weird. I can't figure it out. I don't think I want to spend any more time here. I'm gonna go find me another stream, I think. Super weird. I don't know. It blows my mind. Get me under here, buddy. Oh, dude, why'd you run me under? The rock? Damn. Oh. So, started off with like a little tan caddis, and it wasn't doing just great. Switched up to this, it's a darker, almost black. It's just got a big puff of CDC underneath it. Helps it float a little bit better. And since I've switched, I've caught 2 browns on it, so I'm gonna stick with the darker colored caddis. Ain't to dry. Midge. A number 6 and a number 4 shot. Just trying to get it down fast at the top of that pool. A little Betis and size 20 midge with a little flashaboo in the back. I am back at camp, getting my inverter out because today actually ended up being pretty awesome, which was kind of a shock because I was all turned around this morning. Got mixed up and plugging up my inverter. Charge some GoPro batteries because after what ended up being a pretty eventful, totally hosed up morning, I ended up finding some fish at the end of the day. Pretty fantastic. But I'll get to that in just a second. I'm gonna get these GoPro batteries going because they take a minute to charge up. I'm missing something here. Why is this not back in? Oh, gone backwards. It's important to put the batteries in the chargers the right way. I am working at a different speed than I should probably. All right, so I stopped, got some snacks, a hash brown hamburger. So yeah, the morning started off a little hectic. I got an early start because I was trying to get into some water before anybody else, and in my haste, I ended up going. I just totally put it in the wrong spot and just drove to the wrong place. I had that spot mapped. I wanted to check it out because I saw the access, but it was not the spot. It was not the catch and release area. I drove past the catch and release area on my way out of town, and I saw it, and there were 2 cars in the drive already. So I was like, yeah, I'm not stopping now. So I don't know. Maybe I'll explore that tomorrow. But after that, I pretty much just used the rest of the day. I had a whole bunch of spots on my map, and I don't like fishing on Saturdays and Sundays because that's usually when the most of the people are out. So it ended up being a good time to just go explore. So I drove around. I drove like 200 miles just checking out different places, and I marked off a couple spots that I wanted to see this trip, and just knew that I didn't want to go back to. So it ended up being a good day. Plus it's just the weather's fantastic, and I got snacks, so that's pretty cool. But ended up on a cool stream at the end of the day, throwing dries, caught some browns, and then I pulled up to a hole, and there must have been 300 fish sitting on the bottom. And typically out here, when they move on, they spook so quickly. They didn't move, and I was like, okay, what's going on? And I saw some splashes, and I saw some fish shining, and then I knew they were feeding. So their need to want to be around food kind of outweighed their fight or flight, I guess. They hung out. I sat on that pool for an hour and a half and probably caught 50, 60 browns. Like, not all of them big. There was tons of small ones. They were all eating midges. There's just a midge hatch happening towards the end of the day. It's like 7 now, 7:30, and I left about an hour ago. And it was just like, it wasn't one fish after the other in the beginning, because I was kind of trying to figure out. I was like, okay, is it betas? Is it midges? Is it caddis? What are they doing? And then after going through and cycling through, I ended up on a little black midge with a little bitty flash of boo, like a little merger. And just at that point in time, it was almost one fish after the other, and then it got slow again. The sun started to set down, so it threw my shadow over the pool. At first, it was kind of high, and I could kind of get close, and I wasn't moving over my shadow wasn't moving over the pool. They weren't spooking as much. Even pulling fish out, they would move and they would slide back into the feeding lane, and you just kept drifting through there and just picking up fish and picking up fish. It was, man, after the day, how it started to end like that it definitely put me in some high spirits. So that was a super cool way to end the day. What else? Yeah, not doing dinner, gonna hang out here and just relax. I'm tired. Again, I was so happy to be in wet wading today because the waders trying to move around in that, but I did end up slipping and taking a fall, so inadvertently, I guess, took a little bit of a bath without any soap, but I feel clean anyway. I haven't had a shower in about a week, so it's nice to at least get wet and soak off. So I've been using got some dude wipes and been taking care of all the important stuff. So, but that's pretty much it. I'm just man, I would show you that, and you can see it's just bright sunlight, but the weather is supposed to be getting better and better. Tonight the low is only like the mid 40s, and then the rest of the week it's only in the 50s. So I think if nothing else, just it'll be nice to be wet wading the rest of the week and not having to worry about the waders. Man, it's a fantastic area. I'm having a good time. Hope you guys enjoying the video. That's pretty much all I got for tonight. All right, so it's Sunday, end of the weekend. Get another early start. Got up about 6, which is sleeping in around here. Sun comes up at 5. And drove to a stream that I want to fish. And since I've been here, I've already seen 2 cars drive up. There's a couple of other accesses that I might explore in the afternoon, but I'm going to spend probably till lunch on this section here. So Let's see if we can find some fish. Damn it, dude. Run me through the grass, man. Oh, that was not fun. What you got a shot? Pretty wild brown. I've been eating, going back and forth between the dry fly, which is just an elk hair caddis. Don't have a time video for it, but it's just I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a little bit of CDC on the underbody, which is kind of hard to see now, but it's like a dark dun. Makes it look kind of black. It gives a lot of floating. Right now it's usually more than that, but it's been a good bug day, so it's kind of falling apart. And I do have a time video for the I call it He Ate Me caddis. I did this for the White River trip like maybe 2 years ago, but it's been it's on my channel. It's a good bug. I've been using it all day, catching a ton of fish with it. It's just basically a caddis emerger. Sometimes I put a little puff of CDC behind it to make it look like it has a wing. Fish dig it. I think I need to dry out my dry. Good fish. Oh, come on. Got it. Okay, so I was driving over this bridge and I just stopped, and there's a bunch of fish rising all down through there. There's one way back in the back of the pool. I can see like a ripple, something rose right there. Yeah, something in the corner. So I decided I would stop real quick, go see if we catch something. I just got a dry on right now. Might put the drops back on a little bit, but we'll just see. I want to fish. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. I mean, the first cast. How cool is that? Whoop, all right, well, he's good. All right, man, it's been a fantastic day. It's just ending even better. Oh, now my dry is. No, it's dry. Shake it out. He ate it. That's why I don't always come down here and get them. The way down is sometimes treacherous. All right, last night here, going with beef stew. I've been hiking, wading with waders for right at a week. So I'm tired. Don't really feel like doing anything. I'm in the campsite I was in to begin the trip. So I had my last night here. Stayed in the other campground, campsite for 2 nights, and it wasn't super cool. So this one's a lot better. It's quiet. It's off the main road. So I'm gonna get up in the morning and head home. But usually when I'm on these trips, I look for like one moment where it's like it tells you that you've had that, and driving on that bridge, seeing those fish rise. That is what I came here for. I wanted to find just fish eating dries, lots of wild fish, browns. So I found it. So I'm excited about the way the trip ended. That's pretty much all I got for the video. Hope you guys enjoying it. It's time for some stew, some pancakes, some chicken. Basically just clean out the fridge. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.